welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. Hello everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. My name is Agni James. Hello everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. My name is Agni James, and tonight we'll be doing a peaceful, relaxing, guided meditation, which I will be running, and you will be participating in. How is everyone doing tonight? Ignorant, hey, good to see you here. Welcome, Ignorant. Welcome to my world. How are you tonight? Are you doing well? I'm doing well. Let me tell you about doing well. Tonight, we're going to talk about mental health. This is Mental Health Awareness Day. Welcome. Anyways, yes, this is a Halloween stream, you know? This is a Halloween fucking stream. Tonight we're going to talk about mental health. Are you all mentally well? Are you all enjoying yourself on this day? It's like June 30th, right? Aristotle's here! Holy fucking shit. This is what happens to philosophers, you know? This is the disclaimer that should be put in the fucking when you're filling out your letter of acceptance for grad school for philosophy. This is the disclaimer that should be put, that this is what will happen to you when you learn about philosophy. This is what happens. This is the byproduct of understanding the metaphysical nature, the foundational structures of the metaphysical nature of reality. This is what happens. This is the byproduct. Welcome to graduate school, everyone. Welcome. Aristotle and I both went through a long, strenuous journey in which we studied philosophy in graduate school. He actually got his PhD. I got my master's. You would not believe what would happen to my face if I got my PhD, let me tell you. But anyways, yeah, tonight we're going to have a very peaceful guided meditation. I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone should check out Aristotle's stream. He is a philosophy streamer here on Twitch. He is a super good philosophy streamer on Twitch. He is actually a college professor. He knows his shit. He's legit, and he just doesn't quit. He just keeps coming back and streaming, even though he's got to hear the same things, you know, and answer the same questions over and over. But I feel like when you start answering the same questions over and over, you develop better responses and smoother responses, you know, over the years, right? It starts out with like maybe it's a difficult question and the response is not articulated as clearly as you want it to be. But then, you know, over the course of time, you get asked that same question again and again. You tend to get smoother with answering it. Aristotle, you say, but anyways, check him out, drop him a follow. You say, do I have any favorite horror movies, Agni? I would never watch a horror movie, Aristotle. I'm not into horror. I don't even know what horror is. I mean, like that just seems weird to me. It seems weird to like watch a horror movie, like to watch something creepy. Like why would someone do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe you can explain why someone would want to see something creepy. Maybe you can explain why someone would want to I'm having a little bit of fun with this. Oh, and now my face is blurry because I got too close to the monitor. It kind of looks better blurry though. It's weird when my face looks better blurry. Welcome. Are you here for a peaceful meditation? Aristotle, are you ready for some peaceful meditation? Because you're not going to believe what I have in store for you tonight. We are going to delve deep into the state of pure love and oneness that resides in our hearts. We are going to go there, and we are not going to allow any external distractions to affect our peaceful state of mind, because that is life, and that is, we're always confronted with stressful things in our world. And we don't want to be. We don't want to be in that state of mind. We want to be in a peaceful state. We don't ever want to be creeped out or anything like that. I mean, that would be just fucking crazy, man. That would be crazy, man. I'm telling you, that's just not right. Chad Guy's here. Holy fucking shit. We can start streaming. Chad Guy is here. Holy fucking shit, dude. Chad Guy, the #1 active member in my Discord. Welcome. How are you doing tonight, Chad Guy? How is life? Welcome to my Halloween stream. Well, welcome to my Halloween stream. Did I say welcome? It's Halloween, right? Things are supposed to be creepy. Agni's not around anymore. I'm Strawberry Shortcake, and I've had a rough few years, let me tell you. I was out on the street. Things got a little rough. Agni, he's gone. I took care of Agni, let me tell you. I'm Strawberry Shortcake, and I'm back with a vengeance. This is going to be some serious shit tonight. Agni's a done deal. We don't know what happened to Agni. To be perfectly honest, we've been looking all over for him, and yeah, he's just not around. Okay, so I guess I don't know. We should warm up and play a little chess, I think. Let's see how good I can do in chess. Let's see how good Strawberry Shortcake is at chess. Or maybe we should just hang out and talk. I don't know. Let's see. What do we got here? Chad Guy, you say, you're asking Aristotle if he dressed up as Elon Musk for Halloween. Freddy Krueger's cool. A lot of people don't know this. I believe that was Johnny Depp's first movie, the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Is that it? Can you verify this for me, Aristotle? Is that the case? That was Johnny Depp's first movie? Yeah. He was a dude that got like chewed up in the bed and splattered all over the ceiling. It was that's just how it goes. That's why people like Johnny Depp so much over the years. Because of that first role. It's been all downhill from there. It's been all downhill from there, kind of like my life as Strawberry Shortcake. All right, things have not been going well for me. It's been a rough like 35 years for Strawberry Shortcake. All right, there used to be a time where I had plenty of joy and love in my life, and now this is what I have. This is what I've become. I hope everyone is okay with doing this. Chad Guy, you're eating sushi. Nice. Yeah. All right. That's good to hear, man. Yeah, sushi's that's like fucking good food, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a sushi connoisseur. I'll eat it. I don't know anything about it. I know like California roll, but I'll eat some sushi here and there when people are serving it. All right, you're eating sushi and you're watching this, man. You got a monthly subscription of prepared fish for sushi from Japan. Oh, well, that's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. So you just get it sent to you, man. Yeah, well, you're out in Cali. So it's it's a little easier to get stuff from Japan than it is out in Chicago. Let me tell you. It's a little more difficult out here. In Chicago, we run our guided meditations like this, because this is how rough it is on the streets. Actually, we talk like this in Chicago. Some of us talk like this, some of us talk like that. That's how we do it. All right, let's hop into. Thank you, Victor Soar. Yeah, man. Thank you. This is actually this mask has an interesting story. It has an interesting history. This mask originated. This was my sister's mask in 1987, I think. And over the years, it's just gotten in worse shape. And this is typically this is my favorite Halloween costume. I have a few that I pull out every now and then. And this is actually kind of this kind of sums up me a lot, actually. You know, when you see me in this mask, I hope everyone understands me a little bit better now. I want people to understand. Anyways, Victor Store is a streamer on Twitch as well. So like basically check him out, drop him a follow. He streams academic journal articles primarily from psychology, which is cool because that's what he has a master's in and is going for his PhD in. Super awesome dude. He's also a badass chess player. He's a solid chess player, and he's a really good 4-person chess player. If you want to get into 4-person chess, you can do that. Yeah, right, Chad. I know. That's what I'm saying. This mask is really old. This is an antique strawberry shortcake mask. All right, this is vintage. You can't find these anymore. They don't make them. They don't make them like this anymore. All right. Oh, everything's just so funny in this mask. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, Victor, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I could have gone and just bought like a really nice, like, going to the costume store, right? And bought like a nice, whatever, $200 costume and like put that on. But this is so much fucking better. This, and I just show up at people's windows and I'll just stand there and stare in their window looking like this. Can you imagine just like, you're just like chilling, looking out your window and there's some dude standing there like this? Like, they don't make these anymore. And the fact that it's decaying and that it's all, in a disheveled state, right? That it's just broken down. Like, Strawberry Shortcake has had a rough few years. She's been living on the streets, all right? It's not been pretty. This is what happens in Chicago. If you live on the streets of Chicago, you end up looking like this. All right. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. I'm trying to tell you guys how I feel. I hope you all understand that I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. All right. Anyways, with all that being said. I'm not in for cheap jokes. I don't want the cheap jokes. I want the real deep, like penetrating humor, I want the humor that runs down, buried around in the absurd and comes out looking like this. This is the kind of humor that we need in this world. This is the kind of experience this is actually symbolic of how I view the human condition. This is Camus wrote a book about it. A bunch of the French existentialists, wanted to deal with the human condition. They're all concerned with the human condition, the human experience, what it's like to be a human, and they wrote all sorts of stuff about this, And at the end of the day, this was the result. This was their finding. This is what it means to be a human being. This is it. This sums up all the existentialist philosophers, right here. I can just depict all the papers they've ever written, all the books they've ever written. I can depict it with just this one image. Like, this is good art. You're not going to find humor like this anywhere else. Let me tell you. Oh, all right. What else is going on here? Okay. So, Chad guy, you say you thought Trump was back, found a million fake Trump accounts saying thanks Musk, LOL. Really? Is that's a thing? That's a thing that happened? A million fake Trump accounts saying thank Musk, LOL. Yeah, I mean, this is my dedication to existentialist philosophy. This is the human condition is absurd, right? The human condition is absurd, and we have to do our best to find those little moments of peace and joy that make you remember that everything is just okay. That everything is okay. That everything is okay, right? Those moments, right? We have to appreciate those things, because we don't get those very often. Typically, you just get up, you work your 9-to-5 job, you go to lunch, maybe you meet up with a friend for lunch, you go back, you teach classes or whatever you do, and then you move on with your life. You typically don't get thrust into the absurd as much as this, So, anyways. Chad guy, he said, Agni, would you delete pizza to never exist in the world for world peace? Would I delete pizza for world peace? I mean, these are always these questions. These questions always are like, there's something, because it's like, well, what does world peace actually mean, right? You've all heard the argument. Well, it's like, well, yeah, you can pray for world peace, and then maybe they'll just, all the human beings will just die, and then it'll be peaceful, right? If you mean I'm going to be charitable, though. In philosophy, they teach you to be charitable. We're supposed to be, at least. Aristotle can back me up. On this one. Let me tell you, we got to be charitable to other philosophers. When we read a sentence and it's a little bit ambiguous, we want to interpret it in the light that makes most sense. We want to really think what they really mean here, not rip it apart and say it means something else. Let me tell you, it's one of the rules of being a philosopher. But anyways, yeah. So world peace, I don't know. I don't know if I would delete pizza to exist in the world for world peace. World peace. I mean, what would that be? Would we all just be bored though? That's another question. Sure, you can be peaceful, but can you be bored? What if everything was always the same, in a state of boredom? That would suck. I mean, in the phenomenal realm, it probably wouldn't be cool. In the noumenal realm, in the place beyond space-time, beyond spatial temporal constructs, beyond all the craziness that exists in the world. Yeah, I think in that state of perfect love and oneness, in that monistic state, we totally could have that. I think we do have that peace. In fact, that's the funny thing. Despite all outward appearances, and this is what sensory input does, right? We take in data, through our 5 senses, right? Only just this tiny little fraction of data. And then we, process it with this tiny little bit of processing power. And we can even create tools to, increase our processing power a little bit. And then we create those tools out of spatial-temporal constructs. So if the spatial-temporal realm is inherently false, then those tools will be tainted. But anyways, besides the point, let's just be charitable for a second and believe that the data that we're actually getting and processing is actually accurate. Then what we do is we create the world around us, right? We're saying, oh, there's a thing here and it's hard and it exists. So let's define some properties. Let's call it a chair. And chairs have the properties X, Y, and Z. They have the property of being hard. They have initially, right? They have the property of being made of wood, or some other, similar material. They have the property of having defined boundaries and dimensions. And they also have the property of being conducive to sitting in them, right? So we create these things. We make them into existence, these concepts. And then once you know the concept of a chair, that chair exists for you and you can communicate about it and it's useful, but it's a useful fiction. It has instrumental value because I want to sit in a chair sometimes. I'm sitting in a chair right now. You're sitting in a chair most likely, right? So it has instrumental value. That's what we call it in philosophy when you talk about something that might not necessarily be true. We're not saying it's true. We're not saying its ontological status is that it does indeed exist, but we're saying that it's beneficial. It's beneficial to believe in it. That's what instrumental value means. So yeah, we define these things into existence, right? And then we live in this world where we have a bunch of concepts, and it's all these, beings, these human beings walking around in different bodies, thinking they're disparate entities, right? And we're all like, oh, this is my body. That's your body. You have a different belief set than me. Therefore, you're a discrete, disparate, thing from me. You're not the same thing as me, right? And that line of thinking has created this. That line of thinking actually creates this. Because it's not in tune with reality. It doesn't link with reality. And when I say reality, what I'm not talking about the world of sensory experience that we feel and perceive right here on a daily basis. I'm not talking about going to work and getting your Tesla and being upset about politics and all that. I'm talking about the foundational level of reality, that place of pure love within, that place of truth. Now, now this is just my metaphysics, obviously. Like, there's been, a million fucking people that have written their own philosophy. This is, what I happen to believe, what I choose to believe, because from all the evidence I have and my experiences, it is the most truthful thing that I've ever experienced. It's one of those things like you've experienced it and you just know it's real, right? More would say like, oh, it's like waving your arm. That's how I know I have free will, right? Because here's me like wanting to wave my arm, and now I'm waving my arm, right? But anyways, yeah. So that's my metaphysics. So that at the foundational level of reality, the capital T objective truth level of reality, is that place of pure love and oneness that exists within each human being. I'm not going to go on into the animals route now. I know I've been asked that before. I'm always on the fence about animals and their role and their place in the divine, pure energy that runs throughout the human mind, that is actually one consciousness, that's perceiving itself as subjective parts instead, because we're fucking delusional. We're delusional. We're sitting here in strawberry shortcake masks, and we're fucking delusional here talking about. But we're actually, the funny thing is, we're conveying the most important message in the universe. So maybe we're not that delusional. Maybe this is just the form, the medium that I need to actually convey a message of love and hope and peace to everyone out there, because we need that. We absolutely need that. Okay, Chad Guy. Let's see. You're telling Aristotle that world peace is, Aristotle and Elon Musk having a peaceful conversation while drinking coffee. Yeah, I would think that would be great. I think that would be really good. Aristotle, if I can set up a meeting between you and Musk, which I absolutely cannot, but if I could, like, would you at least just have a cup of coffee with the guy and just like talk to him in a civil fashion? I'm sure you could. I'm sure you would. I think you would relish. We could even stream it, dude, on your channel. Think about how many fucking people would come visit your stream, man. If like Elon Musk, we should try to get Elon Musk to come to your stream, and you can just like talk to him and debate with him about different facts. I think that would be amazing content. All right, but anyways, Jaga, you said, be talking about the chairs and the wood, yeah, and the hardest, yeah. That's kind of where your mind goes, man. That's where your mind goes. And you're in a construction, dude. You own a construction business. Your mind is like rock solid on those concepts, right? And I'm not saying other people's minds aren't, but like I get it. Okay, let's see, Victor. Sorry, you said Agni, have you got a Halloween date? That's an interesting question. I was actually at a guided meditation tonight. My friend Gina, who works for Inspiritus Alchemy, does these incredible bomb guided meditations, and they're just so good and so peaceful. And you just leave, and there's a lot of yoga incorporated into the meditations. So you feel really good because you feel good when you do yoga. You feel good. Your body feels good. Your mind feels good. You feel good when you do yoga. Your whole existence, your whole core feels good, let me tell you. But anyways, so like, so we do yoga incorporated into the meditations. And so like, yeah, that was, there were a bunch of people there. She's been, working and training for a long time doing this stuff. There were, I think, like 9 other people or 8 other people there. And they're all like some of the nicest, kindest, like most loving, heartfelt people you'll ever find in your lives. So I'm grateful to be there and be in their meditation. So did I have a Halloween date? I mean, let's just say that I went on a date with Agni. All right. Does that answer your question? Because right now, this version of strawberry shortcake, this one that has had a rough few years, a rough 25 years, is feeling a little worn down. But let's just say that I had a good date with Agni James. All right. Aristotle, you say you're down to talk with pretty much anyone. Exactly, man. That's like one of your things, dude. You'll just have a conversation with someone and find out like where they stand. You know, you're not just sitting there like trying to like, you know, promote your own ideas. You're not one of those like religious zealots or like, you know, overambitious philosophers who's like trying to push ideas on people. You do it well. You're like asking people questions, you know. You ask people questions about like their existence and how they feel. Holy shit, we got Terror Time here. Hello, Terror Time. Welcome. Hello, Terror Time. Welcome to the stream. Are you ready? Are you ready, Terror Time? give me a big hug, Terror Time. Big hug coming. Big hug coming your way. Oh, Terry, what's going on, Terry? This Agni is gone. Strawberry shortcake has replaced him. Strawberry shortcake has replaced Agni. Now, we have strawberry shortcake streaming guided meditations on Twitch. Anyways, Terror Time is a phenomenal streamer here on Twitch. She's a personal trainer. She is from Argentina, and so whenever I talk about Terror Time, I say she's exotic because everyone from Argentina to me is exotic, but I think she's more exotic than most people in Argentina. She's also in tip-top shape. She's an incredible dancer. Like, she'll outdance anyone, and she's the emote queen. So definitely check her out. Drop her a follow. Strawberry shortcake would not lead you wrong. Let me tell you, strawberry shortcake would not lead you wrong. All right. I hope y'all got that. Shirtless strawberry shortcake. Well, here's the problem with that. Now, normally, I might be down for that. I mean, it would be better, but it took me a long time to get all my makeup on. By the way, this is my real face. All right, this is my real face now. Like, I don't. This is my face. This is my skin. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe my camera's not good enough, but this is actually all my skin. My skin all looks like this. Oh God. And Chad guy saying your epilepsy. Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes you got to take one for the team, Chad guy. Sometimes you just got to take one for the team. When Terror Time comes in, we have some excitement, all right? We don't just sit around and fuck around. We get some work done. We get some shit done here, all right? This is serious. Oh, so I had to cut out Agni's amazing blue eyes, and I put them in my eye sockets. I'm Strawberry Shortcake. I'm not Agni. I'm Strawberry Shortcake, Terror Time. So these are actually Agni's eyes in my face. That's why I do look similar to how I used to look, or how Agni used to look. Let's see. Jaga, you say you want to sit around and kick rocks? You want to just sit around a kick rocks? I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're talking about kicking rocks, dude? I think I missed something. Are we ready for the meditation yet? Are we ready tonight? We have a lot going on. So the meditation is gonna be how it is. You know, I'm not gonna break. I'm not gonna break from the meditation. All right. You know, because that's always my thing. That's always like the focal point of these streams, right? So like I'll get gimmicky a little bit, you know. I'll do some channel redemptions and things, but like I'm not gonna break from the whole, you know, premise, the whole reason why I stream, right? To introduce, you know, meditation and peace and love to everyone throughout the world. So I think we're gonna go into it. Terror Time. Hey Terry, are you ready? Are you ready, Terry? Are you ready? Are you ready for a guided meditation? Are you ready for a guided meditation with Strawberry Shortcake? JT Farms is here. Oh, the channel shaman has entered the room. The channel shaman, JT Farms. Welcome. Welcome. I'm happy that you're on break and that you're getting to experience this with me. I'm about ready to start the guided meditation. Agni is no longer here. I am Strawberry Shortcake, and I've had a rough 35 years. This is what happens living on the streets of Chicago for 35 years. We live in a rough and tumble neighborhood, and we don't mess around. Let me tell you. Ah! Hey, Terror Time, you say strawberry shortcake. You want to eat me. You want to eat strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake is good. Strawberry shortcake is yummy. That's the good stuff. I gotta get some water. Oh, God. What is wrong with this world? Do you hear what I'm saying? Can you listen to what I'm trying to tell you? What is wrong with this world, JT? Something is seriously wrong with this world right now. I don't know what it is, but I have that feeling. I have the feeling that something is wrong with this world right now. I have this feeling. I have this feeling that something's wrong with the world right now. Okay, anyways, all right. Should we do this? Should we do this guided meditation? We keep talking about it. JT's only got a few minutes. Okay, we're going to do this. Seriously. No fucking around here. No fucking around anymore. We're doing this shit. All right. So find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And take a few slow, deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath counts. So take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds merge together into one. And one cloud stretches apart, dividing into two. These clouds float through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Stay focused on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon, and return your awareness to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Keep your focus on your breath. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. awakening the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all ego which blocks your vision. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Stay focused on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon, and return your awareness to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love emanating from this location. And the warmth which surrounds your love. Experience the perfect peace residing here. And the joy which accompanies it. In this place, you are one. In this place, you remember your eternal nature. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. When thoughts enter your mind, release them. and return your attention to your breath count. On your next breath, travel all the way down below the level of consciousness. All the way down to your center point. The place at the centermost locus of your being. The location from which your essence flows. Experience the perfect monism residing here. Residing in a state of pure oneness. Observe the golden light in all directions. As you are one with that light. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on your breath count. Focus on your center point. Keep your awareness on your center. And when you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you recall how you came to be. Here, at your center point, your true nature unfolds. And your divine purpose is revealed. Focus on your center point. Focus on your breath. Focus on your center. Keep your attention on your breath. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all existential angst from your being. Gently open your eyes and return to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. I want to thank each and every one of you for sharing the sacred space with me. I am honored and humbled to be here with you as your Halloween meditation guide. I hope you each got something out of the meditation. I hope you feel more peaceful, relaxed, centered, and grounded than you did prior to the meditation. And I hope you had a little fun in the process. How was that for everyone? I know I feel a lot more chilled and relaxed. I had some intense energy earlier. I hope everyone had a good, peaceful meditation. Let's see, what are we going to do now? Now is always an interesting moment. What are we going to do now? I think it is time that we raid someone. And one of my good friends is streaming right now, so we're gonna raid her. Let me get the raid call set up. There we go. If you are a subscriber, copy and paste this raid call. We are going to raid Sparkalicious. She is a phenomenal streamer here on Twitch. She does sound healings. And she's just a really good person. So this will be a nice transition. And I don't think she is dressed up for Halloween. So it'll be a little more normal than things can be around here sometimes. Okay, here's the raid call. Copy and paste it if you are a subscriber. And we are going to raid Sparkalicious. There she is. Okay, thank you all so much for being here. I love you all unconditionally. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.